Back in 2020, Benchling was roughly about 200 employees. Most of our business had been within the US. We had closed our first customer within Europe. And with that, we understood we needed to hire and build out our teams to be able to support our European operations. There was a few factors that were most important to us. We didn't understand really how to prospect or how to find customers that would be the right fits for us. So we needed a partner that really understood the kind of commercial market and the sorts of businesses that would be really good fits for us. We didn't have any employees, so we needed to have a partner that knew what the market looked like from a talent perspective. And third, we didn't really understand what the different cultural aspects of moving into Europe would entail. So we needed a partner that was going to have a really good sense of, hey, how can we take advantage of Benchling's unique culture, but in a way that we can service the entire European market as best as we could.
My role when I joined Benchling was to help build out the sales team for what we would call the mid-market segment in EMEA. So I worked closely with Pangea in building out the territories and mapping the opportunities and the candidates and the pool of talent for Benchling in region. One of the key factors was looking at the territories and looking at the total addressable market. So we started off with building out the DACH region and UK and Ireland, then started to look at the Benelux. We also started to look at the Nordics as a region. Southern Europe is another key region for us. And we're going broader as well, looking at countries like Israel, where there's a good market potential for Benchling.
Having a partner like Pangea that had a deep understanding of the entire biopharmaceutical space, particularly within Europe, went a long ways towards helping to coach us, educate us on what the market looked like, and ultimately put the right types of folks in front of us so that we could get a good lens of what we had available and what was the best opportunity for us to start expanding. And I think that initial team that they helped us build really went a long ways towards building a strong foundation for the next 10, 20, 50 people that we hired.
Pangea really allowed us to be close to our customer base from a go-to-market perspective. The other piece of advice that I think that was critical is that to not only focus on the sales functions, but at the broader customer experience function. So we really quickly started hiring professional services, a large professional services consulting team, scientific solution consultants, a support team, local marketing. So this really tailored around having a local customer experience team that helps set up Benchling for customer success in Europe.
One of the most challenging things when you're initially expanding into a new location is we don't have the ground support to handle all of the back office operations. So whether that's payroll, onboarding, ongoing HR challenges, we don't have the expertise, and every country operates quite differently. Pangea specifically, I think, really helped us understand, from an HR perspective, how can we onboard people effectively? How can we make sure that we have the right contracts in place and that we smoothly enable people to ramp up so that they can be very productive employees as fast as possible? And then secondarily, with the legal side, there's a whole host of legal challenges when you move into a new country, whether it was around immigration processes, visas, being able to pull people from other European countries into Switzerland. We did not have that internal knowledge. And Pangea was a great partner for us in terms of helping us understand what were the things that we had to make sure that we were being very thorough about, and helped us understand things that we needed to pay attention to long term and be the global company that we know that we can be.
Pangea provides the Pangea community with loads of different forms of support. So networking is the biggest one, but they also have sales labs, like weekly, bi-weekly sales labs and thought leadership meetings, essentially, right? That really help you focus in on improving your sales skills, your negotiation skills, even your contractual writing skills, things that you don't think that you need to improve until you're surrounded by, 20, 30 go-to-market people with 3 times more experience than you.
Pangea's mentorship has been key to who I am today as a salesperson, because I had a background as a scientist. So we have a very, let's say, technical approach to things, which kind of takes you away from the human side. But Pangea's mentorship allowed me to understand the selling motions and the selling cycles, but also the psychology of selling. It's not about selling, it's about understanding what they need and if we can help them. And if so, great. How do we get going?
Having a good partner moving into Europe was immensely beneficial for us. And honestly, we would not have had anywhere near as good of a European setup if we had not started working with a partner like Pangea from the very beginning.